Hi, my name is Mandy Buchanan, and I'm the owner of Go Deeper Bible Studies. And in today's video, we are going to be having a look at the story of Cain and Abel, and in particular, how the story of Abel is a type of Christ and what it teaches us about Christ. Reading from Genesis 4, starting at verse 2. Later she gave birth to his brother Abel. Now Abel kept flocks, and Cain worked the soil. In the course of time, Cain brought some of the fruits of the soil as an offering to the Lord, and Abel also brought an offering, fat portions from some of the firstborn of his flock. The Lord looked with favor on Abel and his offering, but on Cain and his offering he did not look with favor. So Cain was very angry, and his face was downcast. Then the Lord said to Cain, "Why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it." Now Cain said to his brother Abel, "Let's go out to the field." While they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. Then the Lord said to Cain, "Where's your brother Abel?" "I don't know," he replied. "Am I my brother's keeper?" The Lord said, "What have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Now you are under a curse and driven from the ground, which opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you work the ground, it will no longer yield its crops for you. You will be a restless wanderer on the earth." Now, the story of Abel is also mentioned in Hebrews 12, verse 24. It says, "To Jesus, the mediator of a new covenant, and to the sprinkled blood that speaks a better word than the blood of Abel." And so we see that Abel's blood, the shedding of his blood, and also the shedding of the blood of the lamb that he brought, are symbols of Christ and the greater blood that Christ came to shed for our sins. So, first, we look at the fact that Abel brought a lamb. It was the firstborn of his flocks. And again in the Bible, we see that the lamb is a symbol of Christ. We see the Passover lamb, and we see the symbol used throughout the Bible to show that Jesus shed his blood for our sins, and he came as a lamb to the slaughter. And he was a lamb that was sinless and perfect. And so it is with Abel's lamb. Abel's lamb was the firstborn of the flocks, and it was perfect. And therefore it was symbolic of Christ and what Christ would do. But Abel we also see as being innocent. The Bible never speaks of any sin of Abel's. And although he was human and he was born into a world of sin, so he would have still had the consequences of sin upon him, we don't read anything about his personal sins. And so the shedding of his blood is also taken to be a type of Christ. But Christ, obviously, as it says here in Hebrews 12:24, was infinitely greater than the shedding of Abel's blood. That was the type that we wanted to have a look at today. Quite a short type of Abel and his lamb, and what it meant in terms of Christ being the lamb as well and giving himself for us. The next in the series, if we are working through the Bible step by step, would have been the story of Noah, but we did discuss that in a previous video, so I will leave a link to that in the description below. And if you would like, you can go and have a look at Noah and how the ark was a symbol of Christ. And then we will continue in next week's video. Thank you and goodbye.